is everybody? You'll hear some footsteps upstairs, but let's just go with it. I feel like it's going to be a quiet live stream tonight. It is a Saturday after all. I hope you're looking after yourself. Do feel free to say hello. If not, I'll just be here for you for the next 40 minutes. And we're just gonna relax, chill out, take deep breaths, and just make sure that we are feeling relaxed. Okay. So I'm drinking a paka mint tea. Hello, good night from Russia. Hello, I love knowing where people are from in this live stream. Makes me so happy to see people tuning in from different areas of the planet. It's going to be a very quiet live stream, isn't it? But that's okay. I'm so glad that I can be here with you this evening to say hello. Hello. Oh, sorry, I didn't have the chat on a certain function. Now I can see everyone. Hello, Dale D. Hello, Hannah. Hello. How are you? I hope that you are content and wherever you are, you're warm and you're fed and you're snuggly and you're happy. Hello, Wonks. How are you? How have you been doing? I feel like I haven't popped in to say hello for a long time. Hey, hello, greetings from Mexico. Hello, Jesus, Neftali. Hello, Natalie. Oh, Dale D. Who's Belinda? I'm sorry to hear that. Hello, Shab. Hello. So, yeah. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing really well. Thank you, Amy. It's right back at you. Hello, Amy. How are you? Oh, Dale, I'm very sad to hear that. I'm sending all my love your way. Oh, Wonkaspry, I always feel like you're studying for some kind of exam. I hope that it's not too stressful for you. Hello, Vacuando. How are you? So we haven't had the internet for the past week. There was a problem with the phone line or something that the internet is connected to or whatnot. So it's always interesting when your internet's down, isn't it? Like, you're like, oh my god, how am I going to entertain myself? So yeah, that happened since Tuesday, and it's like amazing how much you rely on the internet, isn't it? You panic when you're like, oh my god, the internet's down. What will I do? Sorry, you'll hear a few like knocks and creaking and stuff, but I hope you can ignore that. So yeah, it's back up and running now, obviously. Yeah. No. Lots of love in the chat for Dale D this evening. That's really nice. Yeah. Well, thoughts with you, Dale. What can I tell you? We are coming out of lockdown in London, slowly but surely. But yeah, nothing new to report really. I just am excited to be here for you for the next few minutes or so, hopefully to give you some ASMR. I've got a few books down here that I wanted to show you. So the shops are back open again, which is great, and that means my favourite charity shop has reopened after so many months of being closed. And that means lots of lovely books are being purchased by yours truly, and she endeavours to read them all, but you know, it doesn't work like that, does it? You've got to be in the mood to read books. But anyway, I'm on a book binge again now, and I don't know how long it's going to last, but I wanted to show you these. So this is lovely and bright. It's so eye-catching, isn't it? Hello, Listerine sales representative. That's a great name you have there. Let's read your comment. Oh, why is my screen all? I think it's the yellow. Is it yellow? This is wonderful ASMR. Really gives you tingles. You know what else? Listerine mouthwash. It kills 99.9% of bacteria. I love that. That's so funny. Oral-B dental experts. Hey, the key to good ASMR is good oral hygiene. I don't know what's happening in the chat right now, but I'm enjoying it. It's funny. It's trolling, but in a good way. Anyway, so let's just move the camera over here a bit. So this book I found in a charity shop, and it is called Truth to Power. Hey Josh, how are you? I hope you're looking after yourself. So this book is called Truth to Power. Dental Wars, lol, yeah, you've got someone pretending to be from Listerine and someone from Oral-B. I like it. Keep going. I want to hear your jokes. What other dental puns do you have? Let's think of some, shall we? Okay, I can't think of any, but if anyone has any dental puns, put them in the chat or the comments if you're watching this, not live. Hello Josh, hello Amy, hello Anna, hello everyone, hello Eddie, love Jess Phillips. Yeah, so Jess Phillips and me, it's called Truth to Power, 7 ways to cool time on BS. Okay, Listerine person's back, little known fact. Jess Phillips MD actually uses Listerine mouthwash. Oh, does she? There's nobody else at Westminster quite like Jess Phillips. She is fearless and funny, righteous and rebellious, maverick and mischievous. So this book offers inspiration to those of us who want to speak out at a time when many of us feel the world isn't listening, and it just goes through steps about how to campaign, how to call out the bullshit in our lives, whether that's at work or, you know, further up the corporate ladder or in a political sense, or when you've faced a tragedy and you want to change things. It's just a really lovely little book telling you how to go about doing that. Yeah. Hello Ronit, how are you my lovely? Okay, Oral-B dental expert says Oral-B aims to be the first brand to become the official sponsor of ASMR. Listerine sales representative, great author, even greater oral hygiene. I don't know what's going on here, but it's funny. Hello Ronit, hello. Anyway, so that's the first book, and I've actually read most of it. I'll probably read the rest tomorrow. It's a good read. It's very easy to read, and it's just nice to know that Jess Phillips is trying to change the world for the better, and it's once you are excited to be done with your studies so you can get back to reading books again. Yeah, I assume you're reading, lots of textbooks. Hello King Crimson, how are you, my lovely? I just have to confess, I have come back from a evening out in a pub garden, so I have had a few Prosecco's and gins, by the way, so I'm feeling a bit, I don't feel drunk actually, but I feel a bit sick. Just thought I'd let you know that. Hey Jaden, Abdullah, how are you, my lovely? Okay, so the next book that I found that is well up my street, and I'm sure many of yours, it is called The Narcissist Test. How to spot outsized egos and the surprising things we can learn from them. Very excited to read this one by Dr. Craig Malkin. Me. Hello NFS man, how are you, my lovely? It's good to see you here. So what exactly is narcissism? An incurable disease set to ruin your future, a habit to be curbed, or a trait to be nurtured? And how can you tell if your partner, your child, or even you are a narcissist? Insightful and revolutionary, the Narcissist Test answers these questions and more. And it says, in this groundbreaking book, clinical psychologist Dr. Craig Malkin offers a radically new picture of narcissism, defining it as a spectrum of self-importance. A spectrum. Narcissism is apparently a spectrum of self-importance, and explaining that everyone falls somewhere on the scale between utter selflessness and total arrogance. So where on that spectrum do you think you fall? Are you utterly selfless or totally arrogant? Where do you think you fall? I'd be interested to hear your perception of yourself, so let me know in the chat or the comment section after the live stream. He reveals why it's essential to embrace some degree of narcissism in order to maintain a healthy sense of self-worth. Using a new tool, the narcissism test, Dr. Malkin guides us through the process of rating our narcissism level and offers advice for promoting healthy narcissism in ourselves as well as in our partners and children. So let's just go back through the comments. Wonks, you say you would actually think you'd be interested in that book because there is someone you know who is a narcissist and you've always been fascinated by him. Yeah. Hello, Lucy, how are you? Hello, General. Hello, Shub. Everyone knows nothing beats Colgate when it comes to oral health. Yeah, we've gotten a bit of an oral hygiene thing today. Adam, is there an in-between? Yeah, so it's a spectrum, isn't it? Like, where would you place yourself on the spectrum from utter selflessness or total arrogance? Where would you put yourself in that, like, lineup? King says, do you think Sigmund Freud was a narcissist? I don't know. Why was he? Was he a narcissist? Maybe a bit egotistical. So on that spectrum, Wonkaspra says you'd fall right before the midpoint, leaning more towards selfless. You've tried to learn to care for yourself more, but you tend to be a people pleaser. Oh, that's interesting. Adam, where would you place yourself on that spectrum? So if you've just joined us, we're talking about this book that I found in a charity shop that is well up my street, and yeah, enjoy a book about psychology. And we were just talking about where you would fall on the spectrum of utter selflessness or total arrogance. Sorry, there's a fly. I think I have a I'm quite selfless in some ways, but I think I can be quite egotistical in on the inside in other ways. So I think I'd probably be in the middle. I think actually a bit more towards the selfless side. I don't know. But yeah, I think so. I'm not very egotistical. I think I can be in some areas where I feel like I'm absolutely sure of something, if that makes sense, but I don't think very highly of myself in general. Like, I don't have a massive overall ego, but there are probably elements of some things that I could become a bit egotistical about, if that makes sense. I don't know if that does. But I'm definitely more of a people pleaser, like you said, Wonks. So yeah, I think I would be kind of, yeah, on that side of the spectrum as well. Hey Clay, hello. Hey Andre. King Crimson, did you like GB's ASMR B movie? I didn't watch it. I don't watch a lot of big. No, I have a select few ASMR artists that really give me tingles. But I do appreciate everybody who does ASMR, obviously. But I didn't watch it. Is it good? I like the more natural kind of soft-spoken, rambly ASMR videos, so I kind of stick with the ASMR artists that I tend to get tingles from. Did you watch it? Adam, you truly care about the plight of your fellow man, but you can sometimes become self-absorbed in your own arrogance. Interesting. Amy. Amy's always had a fear of being a narcissist. I don't know if anyone else gets this, but it's like your biggest fear that you're a horrible person and you don't know, kind of like imposter syndrome. Yeah, so you think, like, are you saying that you are scared that people perceive you as a horrible person, but you think you're, like, doing alright? Yeah, that's a fear, isn't it? Yeah. Like, you think you're being self-aware, but other people, but you're not, if that makes sense. And that's scary because, yeah, what if you're not self-aware at all and you're a massive dick? I think that's what you're getting at, isn't it? Anyway, so that's book number 2 that I got from the charity shop, and I'm, yeah, very, very excited to give that a crack. Oh, I didn't realise I bought this, but when did I buy this? Okay, apparently I also bought this from the charity shop, and it ties in with what you've just been saying, some of you, about people pleasing. It's called The Disease to Please, Curing the People Pleasing Syndrome. I wonder if that's any good. Has anyone read this? Let's read a bit. So I'm going to whisper now. People pleasers are not just nice people who go overboard, trying to make everybody happy. Those who suffer from the disease to please are people who say yes when they really want to say no. The uncontrollable need for the elusive approval of others is an addiction, and debilitating fears of anger and confrontation force those with this addiction to use niceness and That's a good point. Yeah, I've heard that before, Eddie A. If you're worried about being a narcissist, I think you're almost certainly not one. Yeah, because narcissists don't know that they're narcissists most of the time, do they? Apparently not. Hey Zeke, it's good to see you here. I hope you're looking after yourself. Your fiance? Oh, yeah. So, anyway, I don't really have much more to say about that one because I haven't really read it. I didn't even realise I bought it. So, there we go. I'll let you know what that's like. And then, I thought this caught my eye because it's always a good skill to have. Because a lot of people suffer from it, don't they? So this is how you can survive when they're depressed. Living and coping with depression fallout. And this was £3 at the charity shop. So it's more of an American book, not a European one really, but it's still obviously very valid. So it says here, each year more than 17 million Americans suffer from a depressive illness, yet few suffer in solitude. How you can survive when they're depressed explores depression from the perspective of those who are closest to the sufferers of this prevalent disorder, spouses, partners, children and lovers, and gives the successful coping strategies of many people who live with a clinical depressive or manic depressive and often suffer in silence, believing their own problems have no claim to attention. So it can be very exhausting, can't it, when you're supporting someone who is depressed, because depression is very, very draining for everyone involved, isn't it? And I think, yeah, people feel that their problems aren't worth even shouting about because they're looking after someone who is obviously depressed. Yeah. So depression fallout is the emotional toll on the depressive's family and close friends who are unaware of their own stressful reactions and needs. Sheffield, so the author is Anne Sheffield, outlines the five stages of depression fallout, and they are confusion, self-doubt, demoralization, anger, and finally the desire to escape. Many people will find relief in the knowledge that their self-blame, guilt, sadness and resentment are a natural result of living with a depressed person. Anyway, it's quite a heavy book, but I think, yeah, it's important to read. So yeah, as my friend said the other day, just a bit of light reading then, so shall we go back over those? Hello, Orangely ASMR. At first you thought depression was only a simple sadness, not a mental illness. Yeah, it's deeper than sadness, isn't it? It's numb. You go numb, don't you? When I had depression for the second time, I vowed to myself I would never get it again, and I've done everything in my power. I know it doesn't work like that for a lot of people, and it really is caused by so many factors, and it is scary that we don't actually know what actually physically causes depression in the brain. I've talked about this before. There are some theories about like inflammation, but yeah, there's no easy way of defining depression really, is there? But anyway, I was like, because obviously life happens and something bad is eventually going to happen to you. But the thing that's worked for me is building up my resilience when I'm happy, because obviously when you're down in a ditch, you're not going to want to work on yourself, are you? You just want to be down in the dumps. So what's worked for me is to build up my resilience when I'm happy and learning all the skills whilst I'm happy and in a good frame of mind. And that includes like being really self-aware, learning what my triggers are, positive affirmations, gratitude helps. Meditation, doing yoga, knowing what makes me comfortable and happy and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a very uncomfortable situation to live with, isn't it? And I don't wish it upon anybody, but it is a fact of life, it is. And I really do hope that in the future we know more about what actually causes it. Because obviously people who take antidepressants, they take SSRIs like serotonin reuptake inhibitors or whatever they're called. I don't know if that's the right word, but they think it's because of a lack of serotonin or something. And is it really? And how do you measure that lack? And how do you know if you're lacking? Stuff like that. And then I've heard that it's to do with inflammation. And then I've heard it's just, but there is definitely something that causes it, right? There's something in your brain that causes depression, and I want to know what exactly it is, because you can't grasp it at the moment, can you? It really annoys me. I'm like, how do we not have a definition for this thing that so many people suffer with? It's unreal, isn't it? So yeah. Anyway, that's my rant over. So, number 1, truth to power. It actually talks about some really relevant things here. It talks about, what's his face? Harvey Weinstein, and someone who stood up to Harvey Weinstein. I think it was his assistant. It talks about some other very relevant or recent things that have happened. It's a good read, actually. I saw it and I was like, why not? And I'm glad that I bought that book. And then we have how you can survive when you're depressed. And then we've got the disease to please. And then we've got the narcissist test. Sorry, I'm very... So, Ronan, you says yoga is the cure. Yoga is so good. Like, I know I bang on about it, and because you brought it up, I'm allowed to talk about it, but honestly, just doing a bit of stretching every day is just like the best thing ever. Sorry, sleepy. Eddie, you think the thing is there is a big, heterogeneity in people's depression. Some people have a very chemical, yeah. But what does chemical mean? Like what does that mean? Depression is very treatable with antidepressants, but many other people it's more complex. Yeah, exactly. But how can one person have, this clinical, really serious, harsh depression, and other people have like a light depression? What does that mean in terms of what's going on inside your brain? Like, is it a lack of something? What is it? Do you get what I mean? If anyone can tell me. It's a Quaker expression if you're familiar with Quaker. Oh no, I don't have any knowledge about Quakers, but yeah, feel free to educate me. You know that I like to learn. information. Yeah, Amy. Yeah, there must be. I mean, there are days where all of a sudden you just feel empty out of the blue. You don't even know why. Oh no, what have I done? Oh, you don't even know why. And you just feel flat. Crazy how hormones can affect you too. Yeah, hormones do it as well. But like, do we really know what happens inside us? We just accept it, don't we? I like. There's a really interesting channel, and it's a bit. I mean, some people might not enjoy watching this, but it's called The Human Anatomy, and they have real cadavers, like real people who have donated their bodies to science, and they've preserved them, and they like show you how everything works, and it's just I love knowing how things work, because like we've got so many like body parts and stuff, and if you think about it, we just go around on a day-to-day basis and just be human, but there's so many like processes and things happening in our bodies all at once, and it's like I just love learning about like how things work. They dissected a what did they do the other day? The testicle. I was like, what is the scientific word for it? I was like, and just showed you how all the tubes worked and stuff. It's just fascinating. It's called the Institute of Human Anatomy. If you're interested, I love it, because I like knowing how things work. Hello, Minx Laura 123. It's nice to see you here. How are you? I am doing very well. You just snipped on to say hello. Oh, I'm sending you hugs as well. Still going strong. It's nice to see you here. I'm doing the same old thing. I hope you're looking after yourself, Minx Laura. So good to see you. Clays, you struggle with depression, but antidepressives are not an option for you. Meditation helps, yeah. When I went through my depression when I was a bit younger, they put me on antidepressants, but it made me worse and they made me sick, so I'm very scared of them. I'm not anti-medication at all. I'm like, give me all the drugs that help me. Like, I'm not anti, but they actually scared me because I didn't need them and they made me worse. So yeah, it's just about finding what works for you, doesn't it? Let's all be friendly and kind in the chat. Yeah, it's very yeah, like everything, like even the contraceptive pill. Some work for some women and others become horrendous on them. So it's like you've just got to find what works for your lovely, unique body. But yeah, very interesting stuff, isn't it? But I wouldn't wish depression on anyone. I really wouldn't. Not even my worst enemy. It's just horrible. And it's also like when you're out of your own depression, you find it hard to relate to someone who is going through depression. It's all very unique to the individual, isn't it? But yeah. Amy, you think the human body and mind is so complex, and depression is so unique and personal to everyone. It's just difficult to understand. Exactly. Yeah. It's crazy. But going back to the Institute of Human Anatomy. Sorry. They talk about every inch of the human body. I think you should go and check it out if you're not squeamish. There's no like gore because they're properly preserved and stuff, but it's just so fascinating. Sorry, you just seeing me joke on tea on a live stream, which is really fun. Went down the wrong way, as we say. don't know if you've done it before. I'm using the proper gel from a dentist, like a good quality dentist. So it's the real deal. It's the the good stuff. Like not like some dodgy bleach you get down like the back of an alley or whatever. And they say like, yeah, your teeth may become a bit sensitive when you whiten your teeth, but that'll go within 2 days. No joke. I whitened my teeth again the first time, fine, didn't have any sensitivity. The second time I did it, I woke up and I just don't even know how to describe it. Like every inch of my teeth just like hurt with the sensitivity. Like the sharp pain you get when you have a sensitive tooth. It was like everywhere. And like even when the cold air hit my teeth, it just hurt so much. I had to take some painkillers and stop doing the treatment. So I've been doing it every other day, but still, like the first time, it was just unbearable. So just a word of caution: if you're looking to get your teeth whitened, it hurts. I never thought it would be so like painful, but it hurts. So yeah, I just wanted to let you know that because I was so unaware, and no one tells you that. Everyone's just like focused on the end result, but your teeth get really sensitive. Sorry, I'm just gonna go back through the porridge, yogurt, repeat. Oh yeah, porridge. Porridge is lovely. Porridge with like pistachio nuts and little chocolate nib, like dark chocolate nibs, and honey and fruit. And yeah, what's your favourite bowl of porridge? Eddie, what's the coolest bit of anatomy you've learned about? I'm trying to think. I've watched loads of their fascinating videos. I liked when they spoke about the womb and about the heart, and also this like there's a really cool kind of like apron that just drapes over your like intestine area inside you. That's quite cool. What else have they done? The stomach. So they've turned the stomach inside out so you can see all like the squiggly lines that help like mush up the food or whatever. But yeah, there's loads of little things to learn on there. Hey Celian, how are you? King, are they because of tea stains or nicotine? Coffee. Coffee is my vice, and coffee obviously stains your teeth majorly. I've been drinking coffee for years and years and years, so yeah, and I'll still continue to drink coffee. I wish I didn't need it, but we've had this conversation before, haven't we? Who else is addicted to coffee here? Yeah, well, so just be aware of that, because they don't tell you you're going to wake up in agony. And like the whole day my teeth were just so sensitive, like obviously drinking cold water wasn't great. And what I did in the end, I bought some Sensodyne toothpaste. It cost me a bloody £5. I'm sure you can get it cheaper from somewhere else, but like £5 for a tube of bloody toothpaste. I was like livid, but I was like, I'm desperate, I need to buy this. So what I did is, when you get your teeth whitened at a dentist, you get retainers. So I put blobs of Sensodyne toothpaste in my retainers and put them on my teeth and wore them like for about like 3 hours to try and help with like the sensitivity, and it kind of helped. And I had to pop a few painkillers, which I don't really enjoy taking painkillers and pills and stuff, just because I don't enjoy taking them, whatever. But I had to do that. So yeah, just I didn't realise it would affect me like that. I thought it'd be really easy, because everyone does it. It's a known thing. Oh, I got my teeth whitened. All good. No one I've ever spoken to has told me that it hurts. And then I've checked in with people who have had it done. They're like, oh yeah, yeah, they do get really painful and sensitive. I'm like, why didn't I know this? So, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, just not good. So you've got to do it in little increments, I think, don't you? Clay's, you're addicted to coffee. Sep, you need to start drinking less red and more white wine. Wine is awful as well, doesn't it? Give you hangovers. Wine hangovers are the worst. King Crimson Sensodyne is expensive, but it will keep your teeth in good shape. It's actually recommended by Yeah, I've found that out now. Very important, isn't it? God, you learn so much every day, don't you? Always learning. So yeah, I think I might switch to using Sensodyne as my normal toothpaste now. Some kinds destroy enamel and that's not good. Well, some kinds of whitening or toothpaste. Yeah, I know. You gotta do it professionally. If you get anything like that done, always do it professionally. Always do it the best quality way. Never cut corners when you with like beauty or surgery or teeth or I don't know what else. Never cut corners with it. It's not worth it. Anyway, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. Again, I find it crazy that I've got 5,000 subscribers. Yeah, I really do. So thank you very much for being one of those lovely 5,000. I genuinely hope that you are okay and you're looking after yourself. Oh, hey Gary from Nebraska. Nebraska, Nebraska. Nebraska's a really nice word to say. Nebraska. And yeah, anyway, I need to go to sleep now. Probably going to be hungover in the morning as well, so that'll be good. No,